What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title going down. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Let's get into it.
That Joe Biden seemingly made what might have been an actual mistake. Klein, can you load up some of these memes? These are like actually really funny. What seems to have been a severe potential mistake. Joe Biden refused to pardon himself. And now all of the internet is ablaze with the question, hold up, the Supreme Court ruled pretty authoritatively that presidents cannot be prosecuted for official acts. This is how the ruling came down from the Supreme Court in a large majority ruling. So if you can't be prosecuted for an official act, then the question is, what are unofficial acts? Well, unofficial acts are when you're not president. When did Joe Biden make all of his money? When he was not president. When did Joe Biden commit all of his crimes? When he was not president.
Exactly.
When did Burisma happen? And the China deal? When did all this stuff happen? Either when Joe Biden was vice president or in the 4 years that Joe Biden wasn't serving at all. When did all of the classified documents live inside of Joe Biden's garage next to his Corvette? When was Joe Biden, the big guy, getting all this equity being held for him inside of all these shady deals? Yo, you could like really put the screws to this guy, and then you could use his entire family to testify against him because now you've waived your Fourth Amendment rights. If you got a pardon. Trump hints at Biden prosecution. It's really hard to say that they shouldn't have to go through it all. Uh-oh.
Not only did he didn't pardon himself, he didn't pardon Obama, he didn't pardon Kamala, he pardoned his family. And the crazy thing, I haven't heard, I don't even think he pardoned Joe Biden, did he? I don't know. I think it definitely needs to be. I don't know.
President Trump accused former President Joe Biden of corruption Wednesday and hinted that he may be prosecuted. It's really hard to say they shouldn't have to go through it, Trump says in his first TV interview returning to the White House. Trump 78 said that Biden 82 received a very, very bad advice to pardon 5 relatives, but not himself. Minutes before leaving the office and heading off, inquiries into the Biden family business dealings remain unanswered. You know, the sad thing is, he didn't give himself a pardon. Says Trump. Look at this photo. And then you got Joe over here. Oh, man. He knows, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This is a great photo. He knows. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Joe Biden does always look like one of those wax Madame Tussauds figures, like of Joe Biden. Like if Madame Tussauds did a Joe Biden wax figure, it's actually what Joe Biden looks like. He looks like a formaldehyde corpse. When they do like an open casket, and you're like, ew, yikes. When like they have Vladimir Lenin, right, under glass for like 80 years in the Soviet Union, and you can go up there and see Lenin. Yeah, it's like what Joe Biden looks like. Anyway, the point is, and if you look at it, it all had to do with him. I mean, the money went to him, says Donald Trump. This is correct. Biden pardoned all 3 of his siblings, including his brother James and their 2 spouses, pardoning his son Hunter. I went through,
but it just speaks a lot. Like it obviously is just a little paragraph, but that little paragraph speaks a lot. Biden pardoned all 3 of his siblings, including his brother James Biden and 2 of their spouses, after pardoning his son Hunter. That tells you a lot. I don't care what nobody. That tells you a lot.
For years of this scum, they had to deal with it, said Donald Trump. Remember this, Trump went on. Joe Biden got very bad advice. Joe Biden, very bad advisors. Somebody advised Joe Biden to give pardons to everybody but him. At one point in the interview, Hannity asked Trump if he had ordered the DOJ to investigate Biden. Look, he didn't give a pardon to himself, and he didn't give some other people pardons that needed it. Okay. Very much looking forward to that. Nancy Pelosi didn't get a pardon. Tick-tock, Nancy.
I forgot about Nancy.
Hope your trades are going well and you've saved up some money for lawyers. For years, James Biden leveraged his brother's powerful role as a senator and vice president to lure domestic and international business, in many cases partnering with his son Hunter, and it's unclear what possible crimes Joe Biden would be investigated by the Trump department. Some theoretical offenses, such as infractions under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, have 5-year statutes of limitations and would not be chargeable. Investigations can happen into this kind of stuff without you having to like bring charges. You can just open investigations. It's rare for a former president to face criminal investigation charges. However, Biden's Justice Department indicted Trump on a pair of cases after his first term, allegedly mishandling classified documents. Biden, like Trump, was investigated for mishandling classified documents, but they said that he was an elderly man with too poor of a memory. Yes, Joe Biden needs to wear a helmet to go to the bathroom. And so that's why they said they can't charge him. So anyway, the point is we may be getting a Joe Biden prosecution from Donald Trump, which I would love. Because turnabout is fair play, and maybe the easiest way, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and the easiest way to fix all this is just to scorch the earth, to salt the earth. Make them feel the same pain, and then they'll stop doing it. This guy went around giving everybody pardons, and the funny thing is, the sad thing is, that he didn't give himself a pardon, said Donald Trump knowingly, saying that he went through hell, and nobody should have to go through this again. And so maybe the best way to prove, maybe the best deterrent, we always talk about this, nuclear deterrence. Why does nuclear deterrence work? Because, well, your enemy has a nuke too. And so you want to not launch nukes because I want to launch a nuke at you. And wouldn't that be nice to launch a nuke, proverbially, at the Bidens? So that nobody does this kind of lawfare against their political enemies ever again. That would be a good deterrence. Right now, all they've done is go after Donald Trump.
That's it.
So technically, until like this is reversed and against the left.
And if y'all seen that video I put out yesterday with The View, it just goes to show y'all just like how people are like, they was sitting there complaining and saying that Trump was feeling sorry for himself because, the things that he went through. Like I said in that video, bro, like going through all them years of like all the things that they put him through, literally all the things they put him through, on top of the assassination attempts that I mentioned. Like that man has been through a lot, you know what I mean? I don't care what nobody say. Like this me personally. He been through a lot. And still, you know what I'm saying? He in there, he got the job done, got elected, and that's what it was. And I absolutely, like I said before, I just don't get how people can hate the man. I don't get how people, especially him doing so much, and he wasn't even in the White House yet. Wasn't in the White House yet. Still to this day, grinding and handling business. That's what a lot of people are missing, that Trump was a businessman first. So he's definitely going to handle business. Like I said, The View, for the video that I watched yesterday, literally bashed the mess up out of him. And I feel like people are starting to realize more and more and more every day the simple fact of, the things that Trump went through, the things that he's doing, the person that he is. I feel like a lot of that stuff is people are starting to notice now. And I absolutely love it. You know what I mean?
They're going to still assume that this is just like open season to attack Trump and Trump supporters. Mike Johnson, who's really coming to his own, quite frankly, I think he's been doing actually a pretty great job. Speaker Mike Johnson says that Congress must investigate Joe Biden's pardons of his family members and Joe Biden. Oh my. Here we go.
There y'all go.
To potentially have any type of congressional action on the pardons that President Biden issued over the last couple of days?
It was shocking. I mean, it was shocking what President Biden did on the way out, pardoning his family for more than a decade of whatever activity, any nonviolent offenses. It was breathtaking to us. I don't think that's anything like that's ever been anticipated. And by the way, go look at the tape. 4 years ago, when it was just implied that President Trump might do something similar, they were apoplectic. Joe Biden himself, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, roll the tape. They all said that would be crazy and unconscionable, and now they're cheering it along. To us, it is disgusting. To us, it probably proves the point, the suspicion that, they call it the Biden crime family. If they weren't the crime family, why do they need pardons, right?
Exactly.
Look, there's a lot of attention that's going to be paid to this, and I think that is appropriate, and we will be looking at it as well. So, yeah.
Very good. Very good. Man, boy's got his big boy pants on now.
They all have it. I mean, and that's one thing about it. I had watched not a video, a movie. People was telling me to watch the movie because I didn't know this was, I think, in 23, the end of 2023, and people was telling me to watch the movie about Hunter Biden and stuff like that. And I usually don't really watch movies like that, but I watched it and it made sense to me, you know, as I start seeing things, you know, come out and what was going on, you know, and my thing is that they say these things about Trump. You know, they have their different opinions, you know, never the facts. They have their different opinions, this, that, and the other. But Biden is literally Biden and his family, obviously, because he obviously pardoned them. It's something deeper, and I cannot wait for things to come out. My girl has shown me something today about Trump basically releasing a lot of things. You know, I seen something about Martin Luther King. I seen something about who was it? I forgot who it was. It was about many people, definitely many people, and just seeing the simple fact of, I don't want to say the wrong names, but. And I think that Dr. Martin Luther King, I think it was I forgot what it was. I don't want to say the wrong thing, y'all. But it was a lot of things that, you know, were that he's shining a light on that definitely needs to be. And I feel like that's one thing that I absolutely love. I feel like I don't know. Me personally, like I said before, I don't see how anybody can hate Trump. Like the things that he's been doing, the things that he's doing, is amazing. And he puts the country first. Definitely hit that like button, that subscribe, but definitely appreciate y'all much. Let everybody stay tuned for the next video. Catch y'all.